Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Outcast with Outcast Gaming, and we're going to continue streaming some of the Outer Worlds. Now, we left off on the last episode where we skipped the Hope into the Sun by dumbing us down, thereby getting some other trophies that we were going to do, but that was down the quest line that we were not going to do, which was to turn Phineas Wells into a member of the Born by the name of Sophia. Instead, we are not going to do what Sophia wants us to do, which is to put the tracking item inside Phineas's terminal. Instead, we are going to ignore that, and we are going to actually side with Phineas, which is the way I want to finish my game. So we have reloaded back up to that pivotal point within it, and we are going to take Ellie and Nyoka with me. I have them armored up, and I am rolling with there's my guy to the right. I'm rolling with my Halcyon Explorer cowboy hat and the strongest Halcyon armor that I could find. And we are rolling with the... What have I got in my hand? As far as weapon goes, we're rolling with Shock light machine gun. Yay, right? So we're going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to get into this. As we're loading up, be sure to show your appreciation if you enjoyed the content by hitting that like button. And if you've stumbled across the video by accident and you would like to know when I'm actively streaming or posting new videos to my channel, I would suggest that you subscribe instead of your notifications if you haven't done so by now. So let's get into this, and now we're gonna head towards endgame. I don't think there's much more we need to be doing here. I am aware that I have missed a couple of the trophies as well as the supernova one, but that'll be another time off stream that I might go back and get those. So let's see, journal, they want me to send the tracking signal, which we're not. We're just going to return back to Phineas.
In your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me. What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with two working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
Gets worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every worker in Halcyon.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes two things we don't have: time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
What? How did he know about that? I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved. He's working for the board. They just chose to go a different route. I don't know. Alright, let's give him the chemicals.
Test subjects. Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
Had to put them out of your misery. Here's the canister of chemicals, by the way.
Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives. Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
Same thing you're trying to do.
You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly zero progress. I used to work for these people. I'm intimately familiar with the utter incompetence of the board's own scientists. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
Not only that, if this is the last of the chemicals, then how are they going to keep doing a rotating extended life process? They can't. We need to think about this. There has to be something we can do.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head.
Come on, we can't do that.
Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope. Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab. Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Yes, it does.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful? You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately. Certainly. How can I help? It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
Potentially, yes.
Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
People aren't going to notice a gigantic colony ship slamming into the rings of Terra 2.
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
Alright, let's do
I
this.
know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
You can ask me to plant a tracking signal in your lab, but I'm not going to do it.
Certainly. How can I help?
So, sneak onto a lost...
I won't wish you luck on the Hope. Can't rely on luck. Rigorous calculations and sound logic. That's the ticket. What's on your mind?
See if I can tell him now. Yeah.
You absolutely should. The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, she'll suspect you betrayed her. I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. Well, that should buy me some time.
Sure you're okay with this?
The enemy is bound to discover my hideout sooner or later. I'm prepared for that eventuality. This is just my way of buying myself a little time. Use my communications terminal to corrupt the tracking signal. While the board busies themselves trying to decipher it, I'll have plenty of time to prepare my defenses. That should do it. You've bought me more than enough time.
Alright, what do we got? Sophia says she contacts you as soon as it picks up Wells' location. Head back to the ship, see if Surtur has returned to Ada. Travel to Hope stocking base. So let's visit my ship. I wonder if she's still going to have me do some of our garbage missions. We'll have to see. Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight yet again. Ah, ah, ah.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance. You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Unfortunately, Dr. Wells found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint his location. Still, it's only a matter of time before we find him. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony. Because I'm not in the business of arresting my own allies. You have my word. Meet me in my office. I've authorized your ship at my personal landing pad.
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I might say, considering she didn't sign off. Will there be anything else, Captain?
No.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Dun 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 dun. Looks like we're gonna be doing some business with the lady. You know what I mean. Alright, so first things first, let's do a thorough check of our surroundings because now we're gaming for game on. This is in fact her personal landing pad. Which is a pretty beautiful place. We are going to make sure that we have every bit of advantage going into endgame. She's got a pretty clean landing pad. There's really... Oh, there we go. Stuff to loot and take. Whisper muzzle.
You hear about that dissident working in that clothing store? This is why we've got you.
Look at that. Does that look like a colony that's dying?
Move along.
Our UDL security attendant is always prepared.
So what if all those MSI suits made it on Monarch this whole time?
Not so fast.
Easy.
All right, you're clear. The adjutant's expecting you.
Thank
Go
you,
on through.
Sparsa.
Move along.
What's he got there? He's got pistola.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here. So what if all those...
A UDL security attendant is... Oh.
What's up?
They seem to be legit with this so far.
Move along. You hear about that dissident working in that clothing store? This is why we've got you.
Let's go buy some of the light ammo wherever I can, just to fortify my... Oh, yeah, that's right. What we got here? Let's save up. Let's close the door. I don't need anybody spying me as I rip the lady off of her ill-gotten, my ill-gotten gains. Alright. Let's talk to you, lady.
I admit part of me expected you to stand by your old friend. For better or worse, Wells was responsible for putting you back on your feet. That said, he's also a wanted criminal. For information regarding his whereabouts, you are entitled to collect a reward from Percival.
Percival. That said, he's also a wanted criminal. For information regarding his whereabouts, you're entitled to collect a reward from Percival. Good, I've been meaning to turn him in. What's gonna happen to Wells?
The signal you sent us is experiencing some interference. My agents will need time to isolate the problem. We're going to monitor Wells until we're ready to make a move. I asked you here to discuss something far more important. I understand you've infiltrated the Ministry. The things you discovered there must have been shocking, even disturbing.
Totally disturbing.
Halcyon is on the verge of a total systems collapse. The truth is ugly and difficult to accept, but we must accept the truth before we can move forward. Malnutrition is already a problem. Disease will come next, followed by starvation, followed by a breakdown of society, followed by extinction. I know this must come as a surprise to you. I imagine you have questions.
What's in this for you? There's gotta be an angle. There always is for people like you.
I appreciate your skepticism, Dr. Fenhill. But I'm not doing this for any personal gain. My angle is the preservation of our colony by any means possible. Nothing more, and nothing less.
Guess Monarch folk ain't the only ones fucked around here. That ain't exactly an uplifting thought.
I know your face. Stellar Bay's most infamous hunter. How curious that you've thrown your lot in with the captain. Monarch may harbor delusions of independence, but make no mistake. You are a part of our colony. If we fall, Monarch falls with us. I won't pretend the truth isn't damning. Yes, the colony's on the verge of collapse, but there is a way to save it.
We need to talk about this lifetime employment program, Sophia.
I'll answer however I can.
You don't honestly believe all this lifetime employment nonsense, do you?
The lifetime employment program is not some malevolent strategy of an evil mastermind. There's no dark secret buried in the fine print. The program is logical, it's reasonable, it's merciful, and most importantly, it will work.
I saw the presentation. Rockwell wants to sacrifice the colony to save Byzantium.
Byzantium is the beating heart of our colony. And as long as Byzantium survives, Halcyon may one day recover from the collapse. We must protect this city at any cost. Help me execute the lifetime employment program, and you will have earned a place of honor in Byzantium. You will live in comfort and want for nothing.
What's your take on all of this?
When I first discovered the truth, I was shocked, even disgusted. I wondered how we'd allowed a colony like Halcyon to fall into disarray. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized the colony had sown the seeds of its own destruction. We have become lazy and decadent. We smother ourselves in meaningless bureaucracies. We deliberate and argue and procrastinate.
It's a pretty good argument. Get rid of the board entirely.
I admit, I occasionally fantasize about making an executive decision without having some tedious committee questioning my every move. Do you have any idea how much paperwork is involved in ordering someone's execution through the usual channels? It's positively maddening.
So how long do we have?
We've already crossed the point of no return. The collapse has already begun. You must have noticed the signs in Emerald Vale. Malnutrition, disease, high mortality rates. This is a permanent famine, Captain. We've done all we can to curb their hunger. Very soon, people are going to realize they're starving. A famine is a problem of logistics as well as marketing. Your workers must remain productive on as little food as possible, and they must always believe that food is plentiful.
Hence the toothpaste with the appetite suppressant. Oh, here it is. Perception. That's what Research in Rosewood was all about.
I'm sure you remember Dr. Anton Crane. His research was instrumental in developing a powerful appetite suppressant. The solution is a temporary one. Before long, our workers are going to feel the effects of starvation. The Lifetime Employment Program is our only viable option.
So what does this have to do with me besides bypassing your paperwork?
When you turned Phineas Wells over to me, I knew I could rely on you. You've demonstrated your ability to place duty above sentiment. And you deliver results. That quality alone is enough to separate you from the board's army of indecisive bureaucrats.
Our interests may align, but make no mistake, we're not friends.
You don't have to like me, Captain. As long as you're willing to work with me. I can't save this colony alone. I need someone capable of working outside the system. Someone who can get things done. We need to talk about Emerald Vale. You handed Edgewater over to a band of dissidents. I can't have this. Adelaide McDevitt and her people have no place in the halcyon that is to come. Edgewater needs to go. I want you to wipe the town out. No survivors.
I get that you board types are all about efficiency, but isn't this a bit much?
I'm asking your captain to amputate a rotting limb from the colony.
No.
I'd expect you to understand, Dr. Fenhill.
I will hunt beasts until I'm out of ammunition, and then I'll fight a good long while after. But I am not about to mow down a crowd of innocent people.
Me neither.
Then I suggest you find your courage. Or pretend you're hunting beasts. Now is not the time for half measures, Captain. I need a decision from you.
I understand. What did Edgewater do to deserve this?
You replaced a loyal, if hard-headed, town leader with a revolutionary. Adelaide's people have turned Edgewater into a hub of dissidents. These people are dangerous. They're going to become more dangerous after the collapse. We need to put them down. Now.
No. We're talking about human lives here.
The dissidents currently occupying Edgewater answer to no one. They're an unknown, unpredictable variable, and I can't have that. I'm not asking you to be a murderer. I'm asking you to be a surgeon. Edgewater is a necrotic limb on the body of the colony. It must be severed.
Or you work with it.
Don't fool yourself. The dissidents occupying Edgewater are rebels harboring dangerous and seditious ideas. Left to their own devices, their numbers will grow. Graham Bryant and his merry band of morons caused enough trouble on Monarch. I won't risk the same thing happening in Edgewater.
tell you, my family makes so much noise. Graham Bryant and his merry band of morons caused enough trouble on Mark. I won't risk the same thing happening in Edgewater. Next you were going to have me suicide everybody, and no. The answer is no.
Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, Captain. I rather like you, and I'd hate to have you shot for disobeying a direct order.
Oh, that's what it's going to be.
I'm disappointed. I was so sure you had potential.
Well, that doesn't go over well now, does it?
Can we talk?
That's a problem. I wasn't prepared to attack her. It just happened that way. So, and they all came to like me.
Here they come. Bring them down!
Done deal. I don't know what Percival was going to give me. What you got on you? Alright, we're gonna have some history here. What did we do for the journal? Check in with Percival for your reward. Yeah, that's botched. No. Here we go. everybody charged up. Everybody just get healthy here. We're gonna get ready to.
Here we go! Just like that. Solid kill.
Please go get them.
That's the last of them.
I need to go sell all my extra garbage. Well, that solves that. We're done playing lackey. So I'm going to turn all their weapons into shock weapons. I think that'll help with whatever we got going on the Hope. I'm also going to set them for ranged. I don't want them getting in the habit of so Ellie. What have we got? We got a chance for +3 armor rating for 10 seconds. Armor rating 5. We have 20% duration of status flex listed by blah blah blah. It's cooldowns. Ranged weapon reload speed. Damage plus 25 for 5 seconds. I'm cool with this. Nyoka, we want same thing. We're going to increase damage first 5 seconds of the battle. Alright, we're
Some
gonna...
crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Don't worry about it, Ada. Shock, here it is. Let's take 2 of those.
You're adjusting before you pull.
Alright, where's your... This is one of them. We're going to modify to shock. Noise range. Did I change that? No. Wait a second. I want to modify the magazine. Install mod. Shock. Critical damage. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Shoot a friend on accident.
Hold on.
That's on account of your stance.
969. Yeah. Alright, so let's look at critical damage. Plus 25. I want 2 of those.
Don't let a hunk of metal jerk you around. You've been around powerful machinery all your life.
Alright, we're gonna mod this. Wait a second. This mod is already installed. Why won't it let me?
You're always in control, right?
Whatever.
I guess that's kind of like when the filler shoots.
All right, I'm satisfied with where we're at. Let's navigate. So we're gonna take this puppy, the Hope, and we're gonna send this bad boy.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need
Hey,
you to reroute power
don't
from
get
our
mad at
ship
me.
to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
Patch 8 of the Hope's communication systems repower the Hope's drive. That's what's gonna happen if I skip the Hope.
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra too.
That would be a problem.
Or the Sun.
That would be a problem too.
Forgetfulness can be an early warning sign of asphyxiation due to loss of pressurization. Are you breathing comfortably, Captain? I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
Tell me about the Hope.
The Hope is the Groundbreaker's prettier, sleeker sister. She wandered off and got lost for 70 years, but just recently was found. Also, there are hundreds of thousands of frozen organic life forms hibernating in her hold.
10-4. Let's do this.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering. Sending a corrupted tracking signal to the board was quite clever, if I might say, Captain.
Yeah, that leaves one more chairman to take down. Alright, let's just make sure that nobody's on a ladder. Oh, somebody is. Listening Yoka. I don't know why I couldn't put a mod on her weapon to up the critical damage. Seems weird. Whatever. That's who we're taking. Ladies, I need you to be on your guard. The board pawns may already be on board. Ooh, I need to change their their fighting settings too. I want them staying with the primary weapon. So we're gonna change her to keep pretty far distance. I want you ranged. And I want you aggressive. Far ranged, aggressive. Here we are on the Hope. This is where I came from, folks.
So, sneak onto a lost colony ship and skip it across the system. What could go wrong?
Alright, let's get another page set up here for the Hope. Let's see what damage we can do. Oh, these guys are...
What? Huh? What was that?
Incoming, Captain!
Hope Bridge Key. Quincy Duncan. I was writing his name down when they attacked. Well, where's the other one? There was a... You guys kill that one from a distance. Combat drones. We already know, based upon our previous play, that we're going to have a massive amount of droids. So let's just play it smart. Do what we need to do, ladies. Gonna rely on your skills. tasked with skipping this mofo, so let's hook her up. Universal Defense Logistics. Patch. Route an auxiliary power source to supplement UDLs to your reactor. Power status report via Archive Labs. Patch. Status. Status report available on the following functions. Power maintenance, hibernation. Power status. It's in auxiliary mode. Life support's up, engines up, navigation up, communications and security is up. Ooh, security, huh? Maintenance status. A lot of stuff overdue. Hibernation. Storage bay 5 is currently at 99% capacity. 8 is at 92% capacity. And bay 12 is 76.
Well, let's hope we don't have...
Logs. Pre-launch roll call. 24 crew members. Hunt Wilhelm, Donna Hunte, Rezi Torrega, Frank Nodal, Volkov. Manual log. Hunt. 10 years, longest trip Donna ever took was a week long, sojourn into the Silver Mountains. Even that set her on edge. She's a homebody, always was. She packed so much food we could have stranded out there for rocks for a month and we probably would have been just fine. Yildale sent us on a team-building seminar into the city once they paid for everything. Donna still packed nutrient bars just in case the bus broke down. It's going to take the ship 10 years to reach Halcyon, an entire decade. It's a good thing UDL provided the rations, else she might have dumped our life savings into mixed nuts and freeze-dried meat. Automated audio transcript, R01. This is it, folks. Say goodbye to old Blue, eh? Yep, if anybody wants to, good riddance. Why so bitter, Rezi? She's been a good home. Give me a spaceship any day of the week. Well, we'll see how you feel a year in. So, moment of silence, or should we make a toast? Anything. It just feels weird leaving Earth in the rearview mirror. Nope. From now on, we look only forward. Alright. Power's up. Surprisingly patched in. Alright, let's start doing this. This time we do a nice, clean, systematic sweep. We're on my home ship. I don't want to miss anything about me. Or my fellow shipmates. Yes, it is. It's like taking candy from a baby. Quite a bit of concern here. I just don't know. This is where I should be wagering my battle. Ooh, there's a terminal right there. Another one right here. Security management systems, current sentry status, normal operations. Yeah, I got that. Can we shut these bad boys down? we got in here? Engineer's log, CE-29. Finding a lot more blood around the ship lately. This must be the clumsiest crew on record. You know how hard it is to get bloodstains out of steel hull? I'm going to run out of antiseptic wash. With the amount of time I've spent on these floors, I'd better have a promotion waiting in Halcyon. Chief Custodial Engineer sounds fine to me. Thurston Stallworth, Custodial Engineer, license 34648432. Alright, where does this go? That's like a problem, right?
I need a word.
Who needs a word?
So we're really gonna do this? I've seen lots of crazy, Captain, but Phineas is in a class of his own. Do you really think he knows what he's doing? Sending us to skip the Hope into Terra-2's orbit right under the board's nose?
It's our best chance at this
There's
point.
a sobering thought. Makes me want to drink.
Here, here.
I think this whole plan's insane, but it'll make a good story, you know, if we survive.
We'll survive.
Speaking of, I get that Phineas thinks he's saving the colony, but what about you? Why risk your neck on this crazy scheme?
People of Halcyon deserve a chance. So do the colonists on Hope.
Come on, Captain. That sounds like a bad movie line. Still, all this depends on the other Hope colonists. Are they gonna pull us out of the shit? Or are we all just gonna leave a bigger, uglier stain on this corner of the galaxy?
Don't know. We won't know until we make it happen.
Well, whenever you're ready to do this, I'm with you. Anything else?
That's it. Alright. So I can clearly maybe make a stand up here. I don't know. Alright. I need to... Stealth skills and what are we looking at? Lockpick. There's the drop in from the top. Alright, I have a insecurity lockbox 75. UDL ID. I don't know if any of this is even going to remotely matter nor help. Don't give a hoot. Alright, let's see what Engineer log CE-17. This whole starving to death thing isn't as all cracked up to be on the upside. The bathrooms are the cleanest they've seen since we left port. It's made my job a hell of a lot easier, Thurston Stallworth. I don't understand the whole starving thing. My dogs.
They got the drop on us.
You goobers doing? Coming out of the security department, you guys get a drop on me? Suck it. Alright, there's a door right here. Let's break in here. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this money. Warning: unauthorized access will result in immediate termination upon arrival in Halcyon. Continue. Error accessing archives. Available entries. Message exchange. T778. Darling, I've just had a frightening epiphany. What's wrong? I've just realized that we'll be nearing our 50s when we arrive in Halcyon. Yes, but our Lucas, when they wake him up, he'll still be 6. By the time he's out schooling, we'll be nearly 60. I feel as though time is being stolen from me. He'll work on a ship when he graduates. We'll see him again. I hope so, Will. Automated audio transcript. You gotta help me, Alexa. I'm going to go mental. What's the problem? It's the food. Our rations? Are you having digestive issues? No, I hate Boris, Doctor. I hate it. I can't spend the next 10 years eating it. Thought you had an actual medical problem, Frank. No, I do. It's disgusting. Get back to your post. You're wasting my time. Come on, there's gotta be something you can prescribe. You'll get used to it, or you'll starve. Up to you. Huh. Let's just make sure I'm not missing anything. Alright. This is where things get hairy. This is where all my art training and expertise comes in, ladies. Time for a bow. my ladies are done. Damn. I don't know how much we got taken care of, ladies, but...
Sure.
Charge up our health. How many more do I got?
Watch out! Ellie's been taken! Everyone all right?
I think we won it. Right? Alright, let's go check out our damage. I don't know how you're going to do this on Supernova without your people dying. Otherwise you leave them, keep them out of harm's way, but she come in here solo. upper deck first. Alright, I think this is the room we would have came out of. We did.
I am a storm!
That was fun.
Might as well clean up while we're coming through. Assuming I'm going to use heavy weapons. A lot of 75s. Let's do this. Let's go to my skills. Let's do my lockpick.
Hell of a job. Great work.
Message exchange. Hey Rez, yeah, bored, up for a round of torts? Yeah, but I've got bridge duty. I'll come up. Buzz me in. Sure, don't cheat this time. Listen, it's not cheating if you don't get caught. I'm inspecting the deck all the same. Oh, you don't know what? Okay, you know what? I'll find Alexa and play with him instead. Oh my fuck, shit. Sorry, it's hard to be quiet. Well, try. If we can get picked up by the computer, we're on record forever. Is that so bad? I've got some waiting for me in the pods, Alexa. This is one trip thing. Interesting. I think what I am gonna do is go open up this box. Where was it? Right here.
Nicely done.
Look, Captain, this is what I'm talking about. We're slowing down. Rez, pretend for a second that when I look at your screen, all I see is unintelligible math. Okay. See this line? That's us. This one, that's where we should be. This one, that's where we're going. We're off course, and I think it's because we're... What the hell was that? I don't know. Will, what's going on down there, Frank? I was going to ask you the same damn thing. The engine's just braced. Who hit the brakes? Go ahead, Frank. Right, as some of you know, the ship dropped out of faster than light travel. We gotta spin up the skip drive again. Why are we talking instead of doing? It ain't that simple, you hole-headed. Frank, sorry, if I could just hit a button and skip us back to speed, I would, but Nav's gotta plot a new course. Yes. Dropping to sublight speeds means we're quite a ways off course. The navigation computer will be helpful, but it'll take, well, I don't know how long it'll take. I have to get this right. Any errors, we could fly through a planet or a star. Plus, we need to count up the fuel reserves. If we try to skip without energy we need, well, shit, I'm not sure. I think we just explode. I'd rather not explode. What if we don't have enough fuel? Then we fly slow. The usual mantra has always been prevention. If you don't have problems, you don't need a plan for dealing with them. Before I was assigned to this ridiculous journey, I ran budgets for our galas. How much does it cost the staff an ocean liner? How much food do we need? I always put safety precautions, lifeboats, 6 kits, flares, whatever I could think of, in a separate category from the rest of the budget. In my gut, I knew I should plan for them. I think I got that from Donna, but my boss always redacted them. Why spend money on emergency supplies when we can spend money on not having an emergency in the first place? Hire a better crew, build the ship out of better materials, find a better accountant. From pleasure cruisers to colony ships, I guess nothing changes. They gave us 10 years of rations and we used 9 of it. Resident is saying it's going to take us 26 years to get to Halcyon if we can't spin up the skip drive. Anyway, I carved this up. Somebody's going to starve. I want this on record. We're fucked, and it ain't because of the equipment. The skip drive is toast. I don't know what the hell happened, but it ain't even getting to prelim cycle boosters. Captain says we got food for a year. Rez says it's going to take 26 to get there on STL. Back home, I saw folks lose their minds going hungry for a week. We ain't going to last a bloody month if we don't figure something out. Things got dire. Things got dire. Things got dire fast. That's where I think this thing goes. Did you notice a reflection right here? Like your items reflected into the surface. Now that's detail. Where the hell did I just drop into? Engineer's log. Today I found a finger lodged in one of the security mechanicals. Got the damn thing scratching up my floors because the finger was stuck in one of the leg joints and it couldn't move properly. It's getting ridiculous. Thurston stall wall. Where are the fingers coming from? That is ridiculous. to shreds. We're going that way. Let's see what we got here. Shock Cannon Ultra.
Nice and easy.
Nothing else down here. Sealed. Time to go this way. That's a missing pod. It's probably mine. There's the rest of the colonists. I have a key to that. Save. Good job, ladies. Manual log. Dear Dyer, everyone is running around trying to figure out how we're going to eat, but none of it means anything if I can't keep us on course. It's hell. Charting 26 years of travel through spaces, I don't know if I can handle it. It's so much pressure, so many lives. If I get one thing wrong, one smudged decimal point, one off by one miscalculation, crash into an asteroid. I keep thinking of the colonists. They just never wake up. I've called you all here because the numbers on our rations are off. What do you mean off? We have too many. Someone hasn't been taking theirs. Extra food sounds like a good thing, darling. Not extra. Someone's getting their food from another source. Must have it stashed somewhere. So, someone could have brought some on from Earth. If it did, we need to include it in our rationing, Frank. Every bit of food on this ship is to be split among us all. It's theirs. It isn't yours to take. This isn't about ownership. This is about survival. We're going to run out eventually, and the longer we last, the closer we get to figuring this shit out. Alright. Want everyone to interrogate their crew, find whoever's not eating their share, and bring them forward. Perhaps there is hope yet. Mama used to have such a garden. I grew up on her tomatoes, lemons, and limes. When we left Earth, she was so kind as to share a sample of seeds with me, so that whenever we end up, I might start my own garden. Now buds grow in hydroponics. This may not be a backyard, but it is something. I remember you every day, Momochaka. Now more than ever. Law helped me. It worked. I'm going to hell, but it worked. Now, how the fuck do I break the news to the captain? Cat, wanted this on record. Sick of the witch hunt. It's me. I haven't been eating my rations. Why? Don't eat it. Don't mind feeling hungry. I need my chief engineer with his full faculties. I'm glad you own up to this, but start eating your full share. That's an order. All due respect, Cap. We're up shit creek. I'm not sure that's an order means a lot right now. It holds weight now more than ever, Frank. We need to stay organized. Well, I ain't doing it, so either shove that shit down your throat yourself or give my leftovers to somebody else. Huh. Loving the story. These Guardian Mark IIs, like, they're no joke. We're chewing up quite a bit of ammo on these people. Let's hope I have enough to do the rest. Might have to switch to another favorite weapon, but this is the one I love. This is the one I like. Logs. Automated transcript. Begin audio log. Is this thing working? I said begin audio, damn it. This is P. Wells. Yes, let's go with that. Work continues on test subject 112, retrieved from hibernation bay 8. Time of extraction, oh, let's say 2.5 hours ago. Time of death, 6 minutes prior. Explosive cell death, my arch nemesis. Haunting my every attempt at reviving our frozen colonists, making a mockery of my procedures. Tried every combination of every chemical available to me. Attempt every variation of every possible thawing procedure. Gradual melt, flash thaw. Extremities first, brain first. Don't know how much more of this I can take. 4 hours of sleep in the last 72. I still hear their screaming in my nightmares. Test subject 112. Real name Harley Stanton, age 39. Enjoyed singing. I'm sorry, Harley. I couldn't save you. An audio log. As soon as I said the words be audio log, what a ridiculous, inconvenient program. What happens if I just accidentally say the phrase audio log? I don't know why I'm talking to a frozen colonist. You're losing it, Phineas. Focus, focus. Come on, make the incision. There we go. Excellent. Well, well. My British friend, you disobeyed the moratorium on ingesting food 36 hours prior to hibernation, didn't you? Thank the law for disposable gloves. Steady now. Steady. Oh, that's not good. That's definitely not good. Damn slippery scalpel. Who makes these anyway? Spacer's choice? Alright, I've got no choice. I'm going in.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry. File not found. I see you've located the stasis chambers. Which pod were you slumbering in for so long, Captain?
Probably in that one right there.
The missing one, I take it?
Status. Missing one. That would be me. Pod removal. Creed. Unknown crew member. Hundreds of thousands of colonists left to drift out here forever just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful. So that's Phineas.
Poor bastards. They're never gonna wake up. The least we could do is bury them.
Let's let Phineas do his magic. got here? Whoa.
Should we assign Sam for a cleanup?
Now, what the hell was
That does
this?
it. I'm never ever getting in one of those pods.
Phineas, was this you? How many experiments did you run on these people? How many people died before you brought me out successfully? Jesus Christ, Phineas. I mean, I get it, but that big of a failure. Alright, let's see what you were doing. We gotta give it. The Civil War nonsense is exhausting. Blood everywhere. Every time I turn around, another part of the ship is sealed off. How the hell am I supposed to do my job if the captain locks all the damn doors? If I can want to find a way to lock myself into a hibernation chamber, and then they can wake my ass up when we arrive at the colony. Have fun cleaning your own floors from now on, assholes. Did they do this as a food source? Maybe this wasn't Phineas. I don't know what in the void just happened, so I'm writing it down in case I'm going insane. Pulled a guy out of a pod and his arm got all clammy, rubbery almost. Poked at it for a bit and it started to fucking liquefy like it was made of water. Stuff it back in quick as I could, but the rest of him ain't in a good way. Don't think he'll make it. This better not be a fucking trend or all of this we're gonna starve anyways, Frank. Oh, they were eating them. Cannibalizing their own crew. You know, colonists, they were eating them. Flamethrower 2.0. It's a damn bloody shame. Things got bad. Oh, that's garbage. Jacked me up with one kill. How far back's this setting me? That is garbage. One hit wonder. Sprat kill. Got that one. Did I get this one over there? I did. Alright. I'm going to try another method. I don't know if this is going to work. No. Save. Here we go.
Looking good, soldier.
Nice and...
Well, you guys are charged up. This plasma cutter does wonders for people. Interstellar crew took a spear or something.
Investigate.
People showing up for the party. Alright.
These were the private quarters of the Hope's former crew. Shall we hold a moment of silence for the dearly departed? No? That's odd, because my programming would indicate that when forced to confront the idea of self-death, organics prefer... Oh, I see. Yes, never mind.
At least no one's gonna mind if we take their stuff.
Heavy machine gun Mark II.
It ain't stealing if no one sees.
What is it, Red Captain? Hey, sorry for waking you. One of the pod alarms went off. I didn't know what to do. Pod alarms? The colonists? Yes, see. I'll check it out, thanks. Writing this down because I'm not sure what to do, but I want the incident on record. One of our colonists has gone missing. Cameras in the pod bay have been deactivated, so I don't know how long. Just help me hook another up in secret. I've been checking on it every morning, and today I discovered our chief engineer tampering with one of the pods in the middle of the night. I haven't confronted with him yet. I'll collect more evidence before I do. I don't know why Frank would start waking people up. We're short of food as is. I should throw you out of the fucking airlock, Frank. You should be thanking me for solving our food crisis. This is your solution, sacrificing innocent people. What's going on? Rez, fine, Alexa. We're throwing Frank in the brig. What? Why? He's the one who's tampering with the pods. Oh, what? You gonna spare her the grisly details? I ate them, Rez. You ate them? I ain't apologized for it. If we don't survive, they're as good as dead anyways. I can't. I'm gonna be sick. Just find Alexa. Okay. We're talking to Frank, and how's the brig? Captain, he makes kind of sense. Damn it, Alexa, not you two. Don't listen to that madman. What if your wife can't grow more food? What if it fails? Then we'll figure something else. We're not cannibals. They must have been cannibals because there's more than just one pod open. This is sad. Alas, Mama Checkoff failed. The tomatoes die on their stalks. Something must be wrong with the soil. We have a month of rations. The crew talks to cannibalism. My Wilhelm fights to bolster off their wilting spirits and to bar the way from those too far gone. At nights, while my stomach grumbles, I fear I too might stray towards the dark path. But I think of our Lucas asleep in his pod. Then I think of all those other sons and daughters and mothers and fathers. If I woke up in Halcyon, my family had been devoured by these ghoulish men. I will steel my resolve. I will resist. The physical effects of starvation are well documented, but we never learned about the toll they take on your mind. The things you hold true become walls between hunger and satisfaction. The difference between right and wrong blurs. I told Frank we'd have to eat about a third of the colonists in order to survive our journey. When we still had rations, that seemed impossibly unjust. Tens of thousands of innocent people to save 24. I'm not so sure. Attention all crew. I don't know who let Frank Nola out of his cell, but he is now an enemy of the ship. Anyone in league with him will be imprisoned for the duration of our journey. Anyone caught tampering with the cold storage pods will be frozen. Upon our arrival in Halcyon, he will be turned into the authorities. I'm locking off the cold storage base. Frank, if you can hear me, there's still time to turn yourself in, please. Rezi, can you get us to Halcyon? I've been working on it. Can you get us there? I have to... Captain, good. Meet me on a bridge. We'll make our last stand there. Wait, what about Donna? She won't be joining us. What the hell? What happened? I'll fill you in when we can get there. Hurry. Okay, fuck. I can't believe this is happening. Does not bode well, folks. Kids room.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Fine. The sooner we jump this ship, the sooner we can get back to solid ground.
I'm afraid to even ask. Donna Hunt personal log. Mama. Wilhelm. Lucas. Forgive me. Frank offered me so tiny a piece. It tastes like it doesn't matter what it tastes like. It was delicious. I loved it. Let it be known that I broke the lock to my personal quarters. Not Wilhelm. I'll die in here, and that is my choice. Sad.
I won't tell.
I don't know what's down there. I don't want to fall down. Let's try the other way. I'm gonna save just in case I can't get out of here. we go, folks. Logs. Open the freaking door, Will. No. You're killing us. Better you than a colonist. This is idiotic. If we don't keep this ship afloat, they'll die anyway. A necessary risk. Resi is plotting our course. The ship will fly true. You're gambling with hundreds of thousands of people's lives, and you handpick which few you'll consume in your madness. Damn it, Alexa. Find me a fucking drill. Captain, you hear that? Hear what? The drill stopped. Maybe they're taking a break. Maybe it broke. Maybe they're trying to get into cold storage. If they get through before they starve, they'll outlast us. Keep working, Resney. I'm taking care of that. I think I'm the only one left. I don't know what Captain Hunting did down there, but he hasn't come back, and they haven't used the drill, and I'm done. The course is set. I'm down to my last day of food, and I don't want to die like Donna did. Fly true hope. Here we go.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
Am I doing the right thing?
Probably not, but don't let that stop you. My Constellation executables could use some beefing up. Searching. Please stand by. Ah, found one. It will go great, Captain. I am almost 4.01% certain we will not die.
I'm ready to skip the Hope.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
No. Skip the Hope to Terra 2.
Jump-starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
I'm skipping it myself.
I wouldn't advise that, Captain.
Oh no. Captain, don't do this. I ain't dying on a fucking ship. I want to die in the dirt like we're meant to.
Right, this is too complex. You do it.
Admitting a deficit? My, you never cease to amaze me, Captain. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now. Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Did we move?
Alright, I'm going to look at my trophies real quick. Alright, I'm done looking.
Was that an attempt at humor, Doctor? Certain levels of drollness are difficult for me to discern.
Let's see what we could do. Warning, the stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend that you use something or other something. Good connection. Alright.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from Dr. Wells. The transmission is marked with priority status urgent!
I got 2 perks to use. I don't know if I necessarily need them.
Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Thank the Lord you warned me. I was able to get some defenses up, but they might not be enough. The board has sent some serious firepower to pry me out of here. They're trying to get in here, and I'm not sure I can stop them. If they capture me, if we can't communicate again, there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance?
Alright, let's dock.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
He said swine, swine, pig. Means something. It was odd. Odd statement to make. Code, maybe? Passwords? Swine, swine. Pig. We'll see. It's gone. Kept secret but not forgotten. Oh, there are people here. Let's save. And I'll change up my armor because, for God's sakes. Some good quality stuff. 84, huh? What do I got you wearing? 62, here's some 84. Try to get out of there fast enough. Alright, we're gonna do the blade again. Seems to be the way to go. Let's swap that out with you. And I want to make you close, melee, aggressive. Oh, no. Let's try that again. These guys want to be douchebags. Problem, folks. There's got to be a way around this. This is gonna be a hell of a battle. Try. What am I going to try differently? Let's try. Ooh.
Looking for your friend.
That dude and his gun. So I need to kill that dude off first. First and foremost. This guy. Making it. They're not. We got issues. Maybe I can run back to my Phineas lab. We take out one of them. I run back. Start with this guy. I tried to get away, but that dude was blocking me, and I can't tell which one's my girls and which one's not. These guys are pissing me off. Alright, we're just going to do one at a time then. And I'll bail. One at a time. Starting with you. You guys are like killing me. Was that it? Did you guys do it? He's being healed back up. You can only take like a couple of them down at a time, or one down at a time, right? They use that N-rays, which kills me and her and them like ridiculous. Alright, we're gonna try another one of these.
I'll keep it down.
I want to blast him. Done. The deed is done. It's one dead. The other one was dead over here. The other one was dead here and here. Universal Defense Logistics official arrest receipt. As per official arrest protocol outlined in Defense Logistics and Incarceration document, blah. The individual who has been detained at this location must appear in an official Halcyon court at the appointed date and time with this paperwork in order to register that they are indeed properly arrested for crimes listed under their name. Failure to appear at the appointed date and time with this paperwork will result in additional late fees and the rescheduling of the prisoner's appointment and incarcerated registration date. Failure to appear at a subsequent court date may incur additional fees. Halcyon Court is not responsible for missed appointments that are as a consequence of being held without a locked cell or other high-security containment location. Please note that this is the only copy of this receipt that you will receive and that this is your responsibility to have it with you when you appear for re-registration. Alright, yeah, these I've read already before. Said there's a computer there. Where's the door? On this side. He ain't lying. He had a bunch of booby traps set up. Oh, check this out. Phineas Terminal Passkey. We'll take that. There's a door here. I'm going to assume that's his own personal room. Oh, that's probably why he said pig and swine. Passkey was in a pig. Pick up Finn's force. Ooh. Critical damage. That's... I like that. What kind of weapon is that? Long gun, energy. Sweet. Take it. Alright, where is... Put that on, and where's the yellow? Right here.
God.
What do you got in here, Phineas? Anything else besides your little weird weapon? Is that even a powerful one? I'll have to look at the other one when I get back on my ship. Alright, that's it. What kind of view did you have? I guess it's okay. See what you got, friend. If you are seeing the screen, I, Phineas W.V. Wells, have been perniciously kidnapped and very probably incarcerated by the perfidious and cowardly government of Halcyon in the prison fortress of Tartarus. If I have not already been executed for charges leveled against me, I hope the person reading this terminal will find a way to finish my work or rescue me. Preferably the latter. The screen constitutes my last will and testament. I commend my body and my belongings to the icy depths of the aether. If this is Creed, I've prepared an emergency care package located in a hinted panel. Unlock the panel from my terminal and claim its contents immediately. Must delete entries from terminal memory. No telling who might look at this. The Hope made it to Halcyon after all. 25 years too late. The board doesn't know what to do with an entire ship full of frozen colonists, so naturally they're going to leave them there. Corporate tells us revival is impossible, and they've tried absolutely nothing, and apparently they're all out of options. Balderdash. Cellular regeneration after long-term hibernation is really just a question of thermodynamics, and quite confident I can find a way to revive the Hope colonists. If only corporate would authorize my request. Frankly, I don't see why I need the permission of my employers to conduct experiments in the name of scientific advancement. What nonsense. Did Newton beg permission from his employers before discovering the 3 laws of motion? Genius is not beholden to the vicissitudes of bureaucracy. Besides, the Hope was a cargo of hundreds of thousands of colonists. The board practically expects a few to go missing. 113 seconds, new record. Most of my subjects last 93 seconds on average before total cellular liquefaction reduces them to several gallons of organic soup 3 degrees above freezing temperature. 113 seconds of screaming. This subject was stronger than others, but in the end his body failed to survive the revival process. He was my 12th subject to die. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. Strictly speaking, I do know the Hope has hundreds of thousands of colonists. I'm only experimenting with 12. How many more experiments before I successfully revive a single subject? 1, 10, 100, 500? Statistically insignificant. If I experimented on one subject every month, I would not make a dent in the Hope's population in a lifetime. I always suspected this would happen. The board finally discovered what I'd done and sent their headhunters to track me down, but they'll never find me. They say I'm a murderer, and they're right, I am. I regret what I've done, but I'm not about to turn myself into the board. I'm not going to go begging the board's forgiveness. Only the Hope's colonists can forgive me for what I've done. They're the only people who can set this right. I'm going to find a way to revive them no matter how long I may have to stay in hiding. I've got my notes with me, I have my equipment, and now I have this lab. It's time I return to work. Kept secret but not forgotten. Tartarus nav key. This is not going to go well. Yeah. Confront the chairman. I agree. This is not going to go well. I need Phineas to revive these people. was all for nothing.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati? Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Doc Wells never hurt nobody. Just a kindly old fella living by his lonesome up in the rings, tinkering at his table. The board just couldn't leave him be.
And here we are, entertaining the notion of busting him out. That's insane. And likely a hell of a lot of fun.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
The Labyrinth is a massive maximum security prison on an uninhabitable planet. Being incarcerated there is seen as a fate worse than death.
Still, we can't do nothing. It wouldn't be right.
The armed surveillance protocols on a maximum security prison planet are highly sophisticated. As such, escapes are historically quite impossible and deadly. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
I think it's insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
Let's prepare.
You gonna prepare? Sure. Guess I could give my ass-kicking boots another coat of polish. You got some sort of plan in mind?
Run and gun, baby.
Straightforward and simple. Sounds like our best bet.
I agree. So, first things first. I need... None of these are really good weapons. We're gonna take that. We're gonna take that. What was the other one? So we're gonna drop that off, drop that. Heavy Machine Gun 2. quieter muzzle. Corrosive. Weapon range 25. This is where we set up for the battle. The workbench. I am equipping Ellie. Nyoka, I'm gonna equip yours. Here we go.
You killed the adjutant? We are outlaws in the truest sense of the word now.
Here we go. Point of no return, folks. Here's how we go. Where's everybody up in, This is probably a better save. It's a nicer picture. Gives me a better idea where I'm at.
Something on your mind?
Let's do this, right? You're about to assault the labyrinth in Tartarus and determine the fate of the Halcyon colony. If there's anything you want to do before you enter the prison, do it now, before you cross the point of no return. Would you like to continue? No. Let's do one more save in a different spot, just in case this place screws me over. Saves on top of my other spot. Alright, let's see what we're gonna do. Tartarus, here we come.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution.
Well, then we
Please
better
be
survive.
advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return. Understood. If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a new ID for the next captain. I would prefer if you return, though. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed. I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead. Protocol is important, sir. The sentencing of one crime does not preclude the sentencing of another. technically speaking. Tartarus docking authority signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Fair enough. So what we're going to do, let me look at my saves. Oh, it calls it a system save, point of no return. Interesting. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're literally going to give this a shot. And then when we die, then we'll end the episode and we'll start over on a whole new episode to clear out Tartarus. So I have them equipped with heavy ammo. And you also have the N-rays, so if they get too bunched up, hopefully we can facilitate an early death for them as well. I also may have to improve their armor.
Okay.
There's another ship that landed from the Groundbreaker. What was that? Groundbreaker. Combat drone. Peeps. Alright, here we go. What is this? Moving right along. This isn't the way we're going to go, though.
That was fun.
I just basically ramped around the other way. Love and life. Here we go. Action-oriented Domino El Rio.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I reign. Push on, Margat. Covering you! Watch a throw at once!
I didn't change Ellie out of her. No wonder she died. She went running in. You gotta be more careful. Also, let's load up. See what the Groundbreaker people do before I attack them. Maybe maybe they help my cause. I don't know. Let's at least see before we make them enemies of us. Change Ellie over.
They'll never see us.
Alright, let's see what we got.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I reign. Push on, Margat.
Stay down, Holder.
That's the last of them.
It seems like they're gonna be on my side.
Stay down, Hullhead.
I don't know if this is gonna work. We'll see. Da 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 da. See if I can always just run back here and then just solve issues. Unknown. They are apparently all gone. My ladies are with me, healing. I don't know what I'm going to need all the money for.
Here they come. Down you go.
Got problems. I think we'll just do blades. We'll just charge these guys and just hack them to crap. Move them to blades. Let's try that. I don't know what that one is that they just... Is that a shock cannon that they're flaming me with? change up my weapon too. I'll try Phineas's. What are you using?
I can take a hint.
walking into a prison. They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
Getting in's one thing. Let's just hope we're able to get out again.
Whew. We have a lot of shooting to do, Captain.
Yes, we do. We got time.
Attacking. Here we go.
How'd you ladies do? Did you do good? We got problems, but we'll have to tackle this another day. Not on this episode, folks. We have to really prepare for this, I think. Considering I'm on hard, there's got to be something else. Like, there's got to be something better. I'm missing something. I have the best weapons in town. Oh well. That is it for this episode, folks. You guys come back for the next episode. As a reminder, if at any point you found yourself mildly entertained by the video, be sure to show your appreciation by hitting that like button. Additionally, if you would like to know when I'm actively streaming or posting new content on my channel, I would suggest that you subscribe and set up your notifications, as I do not stream or post content on any schedule. With that being said, folks, this is Outcast with Outcast Gaming. Have yourself a good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending upon where you're in the world. I will hopefully see you guys on the next one. Peace out.